Pac-Man, Pac Dude.
Paxter.
I would put B.
I probably shouldn't have said that.
What'd you say?
I don't
repeat it. Never mind.
I was gonna say I don't deem it necessary to repeat. I regret saying it the first time, so I'm not gonna do it again.
Right.
Pac-Man, C. I
think
C. I mean,
I say B.
B.
Yeah,
I'll accept B. I mean, I know he has good range options. His recoveries are good. You know, I mean, I haven't seen much Pac-Man played. I've played very little Pac-Man, but I mean, from what I've seen, I think B, C area. If you say B, I'll trust it.
I say B because I've played quite a bit of Pac-Man, and you can get some good combos off with him. You get the right one of those like charge things, like you get like not the key, but one of the ones before that. You can the
rocket ship.
Not the rocket ship, the one that like flies in a circle and then hits them.
Yeah, that's the Galaga ship.
You can throw that, and it will do its little loop, hit them, knock them up, and you can run up and grab it, because usually it knocks them straight up. It will knock them straight up, and you can grab it mid-air and then throw it back up again and have it hit them twice and then go into a whole combo.
Actually disgusting.
It's fun.
For sure. Like, that's what I'm saying, dude, is like I'm learning as well as you guys are about some of these characters, because I have played every single character in Smash Bros, but I haven't played them all enough to really, say for certain, which is why there's two of us here, right?
Yeah.
Ryan's put a lot more time into Smash Bros than I have. I am,
I play it.
I just like what I like.
I play it almost, not as much anymore, but almost on the regular. I was by myself. I would turn it on and either go online, or I would just put a level 10 CPU, and I would just fight and just keep doing it and just learn as much as I can, or to the point where I would literally go into, and this sounds nerdy as shit, I would go into the actual practice mode and practice like combos and shit like that and learn, because like if you play the practice mode in Ultimate and you launch a character, there is literally a grid, like a launch grid, and there's like a line where you can see how far they get launched depending on the percentage, and I would use that to test combos and shit.
Mm-hmm.
So,
all right, enough of him being a dork. Palutena.
I got Pikachu for me.
All right, Pikachu first then.
A.
Pikachu A.
100%.
Yeah, nothing else needs said. He's a quick character. He has ranged options. He's also incredible at comboing.
I would maybe even argue S. Almost.
I mean, I can see almost, but what I'm looking at in S right now can beat the shit out of Pikachu. I mean, even some of the characters in A can beat the shit out of Pikachu.
I don't know. I could win against a lot of these characters with Pikachu.
I think Toon Link alone could very well be an even match. But I don't
know how many times, and Brandon is pretty decent with Young Link. I don't know how many times I've ran his shit with Pikachu.
Yeah, Young Link. You think Jigglypuff and Pikachu aren't on the same level?
I think. I think if I'm putting it in my hands too, and like that's kind of how I'm thinking about it as well. Give me Pikachu against. I mean, there's chances of me losing. I mean, especially against like Hero, because Hero's gonna hit me hard. You catch me off guard with Bowser. I mean, you're gonna hit me hard. I could run some shit with Pikachu against a lot of those characters, even in S rank.
I mean, even still though, I still think Pikachu is an A tier.
So speaking outside of me playing with S, so just speaking of just Pikachu, I mean, one, you're fast and you're small, so you can do some drive-by hits. You can hit hard. You catch them with like the down smash where you spin around. You're catching them in that little tornado of electricity that's doing a lot of damage. And then you can juggle. You can juggle really well with Pikachu. A really good combo for people out there with Pikachu. Get them up to 70%. That's the sweet spot. 70%. Grab them. Throw them straight up in the air, then down B. It's an instant KO from 70% right there. That combo alone is going to instantly KO them, because it throws them right into the cloud, like the tip of the cloud, but not like, because if you do anything higher than 70%, you're going to throw them above the cloud. Anything less than that, not high enough. But around that 68 to 70%, I would say even maybe 65. you're going to hit him right in the tip of that cloud and it's instant KO from there at 70%. And then you can keep them away with like the neutral B with those little thunder, you know, those little electricity shocks. You got that side B where you charge up and shoot across. The recovery is pretty good. That's why I'm saying like, and then you got that air, like with the juggling, you got the back air where you spin in the air. That does a lot of damage. He can spike. There's so much shit that you can do with Pikachu and also be small enough to dip and dive around people.
But that's also true for a lot of the characters that are in A.
But I don't know with Pikachu though. Pikachu just
I think a little bit of this might be biased though, if we're gonna be real.
Maybe I don't know. I just whenever I sit there and because I'm trying to put that into retrospect with the other small characters like Kirby or something like that. But Pikachu, I don't know. It's maybe just that rat in him. But you can, I don't know. You can just get a lot of damage off fast.
I think Jigglypuff alone, with how floaty it is, gets rid of a lot of Pikachu's like ground stuff. You know what I mean? The spinning attack on the ground.
Well, yeah, I mean Pikachu versus, but like, I don't know. Like that's a fun mix up. Diddy
Kong, the same thing, dude.
I don't know. I don't know. I think, and the reason, like I said, like it might be a little bit biased is because, like I said, I've fucked up a Diddy Kong pretty well.
We'll say this. I will put it in S if you really want me to, and I'm perfectly fine with it. But I want it to be known that I think he's a solid A character.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I'll take it. I just think he's S because there's a lot. If you get in really good with him, he can really mess you up for a tiny character. Because but I mean, I don't know. Because like you can say that so you can do a lot of damage pretty quick. With Jigglypuff, because I did argue that, but I feel like there's a lot more closing statements with Pikachu than there is with Jigglypuff. That's my difference there. Is like Jigglypuff can do a lot of shit, and she can close with normal hits, not just the rest.
What about Kirby though? Like Kirby can take your neutral B, which is those balls.
Oh, yeah. So I mean, all these characters can take it, but it's about stunning you enough for me to get in close to you.
But even then, some of these characters dominate closer than Pikachu does.
Well, and that's just about, I think that kind of comes between players.
Who's better than who, right? Which doesn't determine character, which is why I think he's an A.
I don't know.
I'm just posing an argument here. If we want to put him in S, I'll put him in S for sure.
Well, no, because I mean, it's our canonic, thing, so we got to come to some sort of agreement here. I don't know. I just out of the small characters.
Listen, I'm agreeing with you. If you genuinely think you know more about Pikachu than I do, okay? I don't play Pikachu. I maybe have played him a handful of times, okay? If you genuinely think he's an S, I will agree with you.
Yeah, like I said, I think Pikachu is just, he is a main, and he's quick. He can do a lot of damage really quick, like really fast. He can keep you away. With those stunning, he can kill you. He can kill you at 70%.
All right, we'll fucking slap him in S and let's piddle paddle, baby.
Who did you have next after
that? We have, according to your list, Piranha Plant, but there's Palutena and Pichu before Piranha Plant.
I don't even have them on the list.
Yeah, I see that.
I don't know why some of those didn't save.
I don't know why either. Let me see if I can send them to you.
Well, I think I still have them. I just got to go back to them. Palutena, I'll save it. I'll just put it back into like that. So do I got Rob? Yeah, I see Rob. I see that.
I think Pichu and Palutena are the only two you were still missing. So,
I have Shulk right there. I have that. Rosalina, Richter. Yeah, I have Richter.
Oh, you're missing Pit. No, you have Pit.
Regular Pit. Yeah, I think I have everybody. I think those are just the ones I was missing.
I think those are the only two you're missing. So.
Okay. Well, we'll just do what's
Palutena. Palutena, I think, is a C character.
Yeah, I don't think she's really all that great.
Pretty slow for being not a big character. Also, I mean, she has range options, but they're not exactly easy to hit. Other than that, she's kind of just a lackluster character. I know she is definitely better than the D characters we have down there, but all in all, I think she is a C character.
I don't know. I don't know enough. In my times playing her has always been dog shit. So I mean, I personally would put her a D. If I'm being real,
My stepmom plays Palutena, and she's done pretty well with her. So like, I can't put her in D because I've seen her like stand her own against characters. So like, I know that it can be done, which means that she's not complete dog shit. So I think C is more of a valid spot for her.
Okay, we can do C. I'm okay with C.
All right, Pichu. It's just a very bad Pikachu.
I would say C.
I think a C is good, which might make Brandon a little mad, but
It's a bad Pikachu because Pichu
doesn't
she hurts
take,
herself.
Like, yeah, I was gonna say, don't they take damage the more like abilities they use and shit instead of like their standard attacks? I was like, I mean, that alone just makes it sound not very fun. So, I mean, that's kind of Pichu. Let just move on from that.
Pichu just she hurts herself. She's not that great.
I mean, I don't even think they have the same moveset as Pikachu, don't they?
Essentially, yeah.
So it's just a worse Pikachu. Yeah. So C tier's fine with me. Piranha Plant, an incredibly cheesy character.
I think
a good. All right,
C, maybe.
I'm thinking C. I'm thinking C or B. I'm definitely okay with B because I've gotten my ass beat by a Piranha Plant more than once.
Yeah,
so,
like you can win. Definitely,
you can definitely win
with Piranha Plant.
It is a very cheesy, memey character. So like, you can get away with some pretty messed up shenanigans, in my opinion. But I think it's a solid B character. Range options, melee options, decent recovery. It even has a damage over time. So like, I think it's a solid B character.
I mean, I'll take B. I mean, you let me put Pikachu up there in S, so I'll take that. It also is just fun.
Piranha Plant's fun. Ultimately, Piranha Plant is fun. Like I said, a meme character. It's just they have a lot of options that a lot of these lower tier characters just don't have. And let me tell you right now, I'm looking at this list, and Banjo-Kazooie does not belong in C, bud. I told you I'd bring it back, and I'm fighting right now because I do not think on God's green earth Banjo-Kazooie belongs in the same tier as Lil Mac and Pichu.
All right. I was taking a drink. I'll put him B.
Give me B. I'll take a fucking B.
I put him
Let's
at
fucking
B.
go.
All
that's
right.
where all of my favorite characters are. I got Banjo-Kazooie in B. I got Baby Bowser in B. I got Luigi in B, bro. This is all of my favorite characters chilling.
Shit. All right, Pit. Shit, I already said earlier. We put Pit at C.
We put Dark Pit at B.
Above. I put Dark Pit above Pit. I think we already talked about it. I just never put him there.
Yeah, we did talk about it. Pit is definitely a C character. I wouldn't say worse in every way as Dark Pit, but Dark Pit excels better than Pit. All right, Pokemon Trainer. Now again, this is 3 characters in one. You got Squirtle, Bulbasaur, and Charizard. Is it Bulbasaur or Ivysaur?
Ivysaur.
Okay, so it's Squirtle, Ivysaur, and Charizard. Charizard alone, I think, makes this a B character.
Yeah, I would say B because
I'm willing to put it at A because it is Charizard and Bulbasaur. I know a lot of people do like Squirtle and that too, but I think a solid B for Charizard alone because Charizard is just a consistent character. You can pick the game up and play Charizard and you'll be fine. Again, once you do get good with Pokemon Trainer, I think it's a solid A character, but that requires a learning curve to be able to, switch Pokemon, know what to do with those Pokemon at any given moment that you do switch those Pokemon, instead of just, having a stock loss and then switching Pokemon, of course. But I think B is a solid place for him.
Yeah, I mean, because you got 3 characters in one, so I mean that's all obviously fun. But
it is a learning curve.
It definitely is a learning curve. You got to learn, the speed.
You got to learn a fast character. You have to learn a medium-sized character and a fucking heavy as shit character.
Yeah, so there's a lot there, but it's fun and you can use them into it. I personally, I think I said this earlier with Pokemon Trainer. I use a lot of Ivysaur into Charizard because I like Ivysaur. I like what he does because he's more of that medium because I don't really play heavy characters. I play more of a medium, and there's a lot of stuff that there's a lot of spikes that you can do, a lot of grabbing and throwing with Ivysaur that you can do. And I definitely but he's definitely not as good as Ivysaur in Project M, S tier. For sure. Ivysaur and
Charizard is actually the same S tier for sure.
In Project M.
Incredible. Yeah, in Project M, those two alone would clear stages.
Oh, yeah.
Ivysaur, especially with that hyper beam, dude. Oh my god, that thing was so annoying.
Oh, yeah, that hyper beam was sick.
All right, moving on. Pyramithra.
I really like Pyro and Mithra.
I know in your traditional tier list that Pyramithra is an S tier character. I, however, have not seen that.
I'll say A.
In any. I'm okay with A as well. I know they are good if you are good with them. I know there is a learning curve to them to, you know, use Pyra correctly, use Mithra correctly, you know, and so like I think A is solid because I know you can pick them up and kind of just beat ass. So
yeah, no, I definitely put them at A because there's a wombo combo there. It
hits hard as hell.
Yeah, you got which one's Pyra and which one's Mithra? Whichever one's the lighter one, you can.
Pyra's the red one.
You can start off with her, and you can just start building up damage real quick. She's fast.
Quick tip: if you want to start with Pyra, you have to make sure the skin you start in character selection is Pyra.
Oh yeah, you can click on the character and switch them to whichever one you want to start with. But yeah, you can start with the light one and just go in there, do a lot of damage, dodge, get out of the way. She has a lot of good shit, and then close it out, switch it to the heavy hitting girl, and then just take them out. You know what I mean? It's real easy. You can swap them around. Also, swapping is a dodge. You can dodge out of hits by swapping characters.
It is a character you can pick up and just beat ass, but it also makes it an S tier because
you can play it very technical.
You can get very technical with it. And once you learn the character, you kind of just.
I'll say for us, I mean, I'm okay with putting her at A.
I'm okay with A as well. All right, Richter. So Richter and Simon, of course, are going to be in the exact same spot
because they are the exact fucking same.
They are Echo Fighters. So I think see, this is a little hard for me because I do like Simon and Richter. I think they're incredibly fun characters. The problem they run into is recovery, just like Little Mac. They hit hard as shit, but the recovery is absolute ass.
A lot of control, like they can control the stage with like what you throw around. They can
control the stage, which is why I'm willing to put them in B tier instead of C tier.
I'm okay with B.
I'm okay with beer as well.
Yeah, depending on what you got.
That's right. Ridley. Now I'm a little impartial to Ridley. I do love a Ridley.
Ridley
I love
hits
command grabs. Hard as shit. I love command grabs. Of course, we got Bowser in A. I love playing Bowser. Ridley with her command grab, flinging you off the stage is one thing, but also having the ability
dragging
to
you across
the stage and chucking you off of stage, and then fucking edge guarding with fireballs. It's just
I'd say
I think Ridley is a good A character.
Oh yeah, because like there's a lot of stuff
you can pick Ridley up and beat ass with her, but then once you get good with Ridley, you will be a force for sure. Because Ridley does hit very hard. You get good enough with that tail swipe, get it at the end of it. That's a good, I think 50%. But it's a hard thing to hit, but it does hit very hard.
Yeah. I think like with Ridley, you hit hard. You got that down B, which is just sick. Stabbing him in there. Ridley has one of the coolest reveal trailers where he where she stabbed through Mario. That was insane.
Dude. For Nintendo to do something that violent on a character reveal is crazy.
Yeah, for Nintendo characters like that.
I mean, there was no blood or anything, but like still.
Yeah, it was shadows
through Mario is wild.
It was a silhouette, but it went straight through Mario,
which is a bold statement because that's their boy.
But
all right.
Yeah, what I was saying, hits hard. You got all that stuff. I mean, side smash will kill you at like 15.
Recovery also incredible.
Yeah. Rob,
middle of the road. He's not a heavy character. Well, also
you can mess people up with Rob though.
You can. I'm okay with putting him at B. For me, he's a B character. I will say that. I only say that because like he is, I mean, if you get good with his like smaller thing, like the spin top and the laser and all that stuff, you can really mess people up. But a lot of the time I see people playing Rob and just using smash attacks, which do hurt and they hurt a lot, but they're telegraphed and you can kind of get away from them pretty easily.
Yeah, I can see that.
I mean, if you don't think he belongs in B, let me know. Yeah,
I'm
for
trying
me,
to I'm
he's
trying
a
to
good
think
character.
of like where I'm trying to think of like my time with him and against him. I mean, because Averill was pretty decent with Rob. You can. I don't know.
I
You
know
can
you can do
really
some
get.
serious damage. I know you can do it.
You can really get in there with Rob, and like you play him right, you learn him. Yeah, that spin top. Because I mean, he's also fast. He hits hard. Like I've played level 10
Yeah,
Robs
but he
and
does get
AI, and they're crazy.
he gets juggled easily though.
He can get juggled easy, but also he can juggle you easily too.
I mean, yeah, that is true. Yeah. I mean, I'm okay with putting him in A. I'm perfectly fine.
I
with
would
that.
maybe slap him in A. I mean, I'm gonna be real because like
Yeah, let's put him in A.
I've played like a level 10 of that, and the AI. I'll say there's one time they whopped me in one of my stocks, like with Rob. Rob was
Freaking
very
man.
hard.
Crazy. All right, Robin. I mean,
I don't like Robin. I'll be honest. Personally, I don't really care for Robin.
Robin's a bit of a weird character. I played Robin for a good couple months. Robin is very specific with their matchups. I mean, if you get a heavy brawler on you, you're
That's my thing. Like a lot of these characters, for people that know Smash and almost any fighting game, there is a character that's going to rival your character. But I feel like with
Robin
Rob
specifically, there are a lot.
There's a lot of people
that
counter him, and the thing is, here's the thing.
Them.
Well, huh?
I said them. You can play the girl, bro.
Oh,
you know.
Well, there is a version. I don't know. Because I see it. I see that character as him all the time because I don't play it.
I'm just giving you shit. You're fine.
So like with me playing Samus, there's characters that can counter Samus a little bit. K. Rool can counter Samus. Fucking Fox can counter Samus a little bit. There's characters that because like it's all about the whole reflecting my stuff. But the thing is with Samus, I can still let's say you do reflect your shit. One, you're not going to reflect all of them. Two, I can still get in there and mess you up.
Yeah, you have good melee options, which is really Robin's detriment.
But with
no good melee options.
Yeah, with Robin, there's nothing that you can you counteract them. Whatever. I think pretty much everybody counteracts them.
Robin's melee options are the lifesteal spell and their A button. I think is like their only good melee options. I
think the only one that you're that's not going to completely counter Robin is I don't know Palutena, maybe. I think
they're in the same bracket, so that's where they'll stay.
I would put Robin at D.
I put Robin in C because I've done some pretty incredible.
Yeah,
stuff
I'll give you
Robin.
that. You've done some damage, but
I've taken some stocks. I've held my own in some matches. I've won a few with Robin. I'm okay with putting Robin at a C. I don't think they're completely useless.
You have more time with him than I do, so I mean, I'm willing to take your shit for it.
Yeah,
I'll put out there. I think he's a dog shit character, and
I mean, yeah, I mean, again, in certain people's hands, gonna be dog shit. In other people's hands, they're gonna be a little bit better, but I don't think any higher than C. I don't think Robin's very good at all.
Okay, this next one, dog shit, Rosalina.
Rosalina's a D
for
sure.
I think Rosalina's just dog shit. She has nothing in comparison to Daisy
really
and Peach.
Yeah, not even really a flashy character. Nothing like outstanding about her.
I think she's boring to play.
Yeah, I don't think she's very fun either, man.
Like,
that's kind of just Rosalina.
There's just nothing redeeming.
That's Mario's god right there.
Yeah, there's just nothing redeeming of that character to play as.
I mean, you can do some pretty goofy stuff with Luma, but once Luma's gone, it's it's nothing too special, really.
Horrible character. Samus S.
Samus
S.
I'm okay. Yeah,
all day long. Can't tell me otherwise.
We'll move on. I mean, honestly.
I mean, you can go into details.
I don't even know where else to really put Samus.
There is nowhere else to put Samus.
But let me talk. God damn it.
So S plus.
Let me just for the people real quick. For me specifically, I don't know where else to put Samus because I have hardly ever won against Samus. Now again, this is me personally. I have won against Samus. I have won against Ryan Samus. Be it incredible luck or instant skill that I didn't know I had. I have done it. It wasn't easy, so I'm okay with. I'm 100% okay with putting Samus at S. Again, I don't beat it often. I can probably count on both of my hands the amount of times I've come close, and one hand that I actually have beat Samus. So S tier for me.
Yeah, so for me, I'm not saying that just because she's my main. I'm saying that as somebody that fucking plays this game very, like, as much as I do and as much as you've learned about me in playing Smash, is because she is very versatile. You learn her correctly and you use like the down B, like the bombs and stuff, like going into the morph ball.
One of the most annoying characters to deal with.
You can bounce around so much. I've used those bombs to bounce myself over people and also do damage to that person, to where I'm bouncing over them and they're getting hit by that bomb. I'm landing and able to just start whopping you from the back. Giggity. And then I can, and just so much stuff. The up air where you're doing that little spin attack, you're able, like, grabbing somebody and like side throwing them and doing a side air, like short hop side air where you do like the with your arm cannon and shit, doing those little four mini explosions.
Yeah, dude. Like I said, it's a character I have personally had the toughest time playing against.
You can absolutely ruin people with the amount of combos that you can get in with Samus. You can get in people's face so much, but also keep them back from afar. You know what I mean? And stun them enough to get in there. And I don't know how many times I've sniped people out of the air with that charge attack. You know what I mean? Because there's some things like, yeah, you can read it sometimes, but if you get people into the right positions and stuff like that, I've gotten people mid-air with that charge attack, and like you time it right to where, and you shoot it off, like let's say you knock them off the stage and you shoot it from afar, you time it right, you have absolutely nowhere to go but into that bomb. Well, into that plasma attack or whatever. I don't know how many times I've done that, where I've covered the stage to where you have no option but to die. That is your only option, is death. And that's why I think Samus is just the best character in my absolute opinion. And I do not know why I don't see that many people playing it, because there's people, like obviously professional Smash people, that are way better than I am, that I'm like, why don't you play this character? Because like the amount of things and combos and just ridiculous things that I've done with Samus, I just don't understand it. But yeah, she will forever be like an S++ for me.
So I mean, traditionally Samus is put in A tier only because it relies not fully on range, but you have to get range down to like really close the gap between people, I guess, in professional play exclusively. Like, so like the setup is what the problem is with pro play. You have to shoot your rockets and put all of your range stuff down, and then close the gap and really overwhelm them quickly for them to be good in like professional play, which is why you don't see a lot of people doing it, because that's a lot of work they just don't want to do.
Yeah.
But for us specifically, at the end of the day, this is our tier list, and for us specifically, Samus is for sure an S tier.
Yep, and no one will ever change my mind about that. I will fight to the absolute grave for that woman. Also, she's hot. That's another thing to put in the S tier. Samus is hot.
Zero Suit Samus is hot.
Well, yeah, it's still the same person.
Samus is okay.
Don't want that with big metal cheeks.
Oh man! All right, Sephiroth. I mean, big sword, C tier.
Sephiroth will mess you up, though.
I know he will mess you up, but again, it's, I don't know.
I haven't played much either. Avril's pretty good at him. He can do a lot of damage. He covers a lot of ground. He can be kind of technical. You can combo some shit. You hit people right at the peak of that sword. You're doing a lot of damage.
I didn't know
I
that.
like, and
Wow, I'm okay with A tier.
I was gonna say B.
Okay, B's fine.
I would
I
put
was
B.
expecting A. I'll be honest with you. You want to put him at B
I'll
and 4.
I'll put B because like there's this, I don't know, I don't know too much. I do know a little. I have not played him. He is kind of slow, but he hits hard. You can combo with him. You can do a lot of good stuff with him.
All right. Sheik.
Uh,
Another fast character. I mean,
I-
they have a lot of good options. They can really get around the map though, like very quickly. Between the teleport and how fast they are, they can get around the map very quickly.
I'll say she's very. I'm pushing A or B. A more.
You've got more Sheik than I do.
I
sure.
very enjoy
I play
Sheik.
But I have beat the shit out of Sheiks plenty of times.
Yeah,
I'm okay with A. I'm leaning more towards B, but A seems fine with me.
I'm the reason why. So I love Sheik. Love playing as Sheik. She could whoop ass. You know, she's fast. She has a lot of stuff to combo people to get around. Does not have much closability.
It's really hard to lock her down. Very hard to lock her down.
Well, also in turn with that, like she's very hard to hit because how fast she is, but also she's very hard to hit people because of how fast she is.
Yeah.
So
it can be. Speed is a gift and a curse, right? So like,
I would go with
characters. Okay, B's fine. Fast characters are like, you really have to. This is where fast characters are like the hardest for me, is because like my eyes don't move that quick. I don't have very strong eyes, right? So like, if I can't see my character, I'm probably not going to hit much. I'll be honest with you. So I can't. I just she can B feels good for sure.
Yeah, very like fun to play, but you gotta learn how to play her and keep an eye on her.
Yeah, you really gotta keep your eyes darting around. That's for sure. I'd get dizzy. I'll be honest with you.
Shulk. D.
Shulk, you say D?
D because I think all this shit sucks. I hate the power up stuff that he does. I think it's cool that you can.
But the thing is with Shulk, there's only one that anybody ever uses.
Smash
power. Yeah,
Smash. Yeah. D, and he's annoying, not fun to play.
I'm okay with D for sure.
Yeah.
All right. Snake. I think Snake's a solid A.
I was about to say A. There's the time like when we were talking about the game episode. So we had a person that we knew on the show, Dex, that we played against, and it was one of those moments where I was just kind of fucking around. You know what I mean? Because like he was really excited to play me. Because like obviously Brandon had talked me up and everything else like that, and I think even Chaz, I think a little bit. And so it was a thing where he took a couple stocks, and I think he said something, and so I completely took him from the right side of the stage to the left side of the stage, and then spiked him with like that down kick, and he literally like paused the game and was like, "The fuck was that?" Like I've been sitting here whooping your fucking ass, and you just did that.
Some people just need to know that you're just trying to have a good time.
That's that's exactly what it was. I was like, I'm not here to hurt anybody's ego. I'm here to.
I just wanted to play a game I love. That's all I wanted to do.
I'm here to hang out with some people that I don't get to see very often. Have a good time. I know you all want to see.
You guys want to be competitive and assholes.
I know you guys want to see my magic trick, but I ain't showing you today. So yeah, I would say A. If it was Project M, I would probably still say A. Maybe S.
No, Snake and Project M was
amazing.
Incredible. Dude,
I would say A.
Him so much. All right, Sonic. I mean,
B.
He is fucking fast.
Gotta go fast.
But as far I'm okay with B for sure. As far as like being able to like land everything you're trying to hit, it's gonna be hit and miss for sure.
Yeah, he's another one of those characters that are like a little too fast for their own good. I will say Bryce is very good with Sonic.
Bryce, once you learn it and you get used to it and you're fine with all the movement and stuff, I'm sure he's a good character.
Oh yeah, no, and Bryce would fucking suck Sonic's chili dog. You know what I mean? Like he is a big fan of Sonic. And
Suck Sonic chili dog is a wild thing to say, bro.
because Sonic loves chili dogs, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand that, but I just wasn't ready to hear it all at the
Well,
same time.
There you go. The more you know. But I would say B because like he can mess you up. He can combo. You learn him. You get his speed down. He can combo.
He catches you in the air, you're kind of fucked. I'll be
Oh
real
yeah,
with you.
and like he can knock you out. He doesn't have a lot of power, but he can get you out. He can get is one of those characters that like he will get you. He would get you at a high enough percentage very quickly to knock you out.
Oh yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
for sure. I mean, it's a slow crawl. I mean, I say that, but it is relatively quickly. But you know, if he misses at all, he is highly punished. You know, and SDs are very common with fast characters, especially Sonic. So I think B tier is an incredible place for him.
I'm good. I'm good.
I don't see a better place for him.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Bryce. Bryce, if you end up coming and watching this, because I'm sure I'm going to tell you that we're doing this, and you're going to come back and watch it. Good character, just
character. In your hands, I'm sure a solid A. But you know, for the average Joe, I think B is great.
Yeah.
Sora. So again, right on top in your traditional tier list, Sora is gonna be your S tier.
S.
Yeah, S tier. In your traditional, like the pros always put him in S. Most people who stream it put him in S. A lot of people think he's an incredible character. I, however, don't see Sora being an incredible character.
I think he's fucking annoying.
I think that dash attack that he has that hits you 3 times and it auto locks on you is an incredibly cheesy thing to give a character. I don't like that he has just range spells. I mean, I understand that he does. I know why he does. I've played the games. I get it. But also, like, why give him an auto lock on move and also spells that do incredible damage? So, I think he's a good A to B for me personally. I didn't catch that one.
That since I wasn't using my phone, I took my phone off to make sure it was like charging and shit, and it was touching the the stand to the microphone and shook the hell out of it.
It genuinely gave me the feeling that you were trying to say.
Yeah, nope. So Sora, like I can get that shit, and I was like, oh, it's a way to design the character, like learn the character, and it's like, yeah, but it's cheap. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it is.
It's cheap shit.
On move is pretty cheap. Yeah,
you have this lock on that just gets you stuck in there that you can't really combat.
You can fully let go of the stick. There's no directional input required to land the hit. All you have to do is push B. It's fucking annoying.
Yeah, I don't.
Said, I'm okay with A. I'm definitely okay with B though.
I'll put B because I don't fucking like him. Steve, I'm a
A.
Yeah,
Steve's
Steve
an A
is
for
an
sure.
A. Like now, I will say,
Steve is like he's a very cheeky, memey character.
but you
also,
can mess people up.
You can fucking destroy people, man.
Dude.
That mine cart is
deadly.
So how many times have you killed me with that damn thing, dude?
Too many times to count.
How many times did I get too fucking mad because I get swept away by this damn mine cart because I'm too dumb to push A and get out?
You get Steve in a group setting, he's going to wreck shop. You get Steve and you're good with Steve. Like I've seen some deadly combos with Steve, dude.
Some dirty ass shit.
Some stupid shit with Steve that I'm just like, I don't understand it.
If you get quick with mining and getting the blocks and upgrading your stuff, like if you get very quick with that shit, man, you can just ruin.
Well, because like I would see people,
you can 3 stock in 2 minutes flat, guaranteed.
Well, like I see people like build like platforms right above somebody and like spike them against it to where it takes them out of the stage.
Yeah.
Or you like there's so many things, or like people ledge guarding with those blocks and shit. And it's crazy the amount of stuff that you can do with them. Like I've tried. Like I want to get extremely good with Steve because the clips that I see are just so satisfying to watch.
They look incredible
and
they
just
look so fun.
Are crazy. But
he's also just a fun character to play, man.
Oh yeah, I mean, like not only with like the skins, like you can be an Enderman, you can be a zombie, and all that stuff.
You can be Alex.
Yeah, I always play as the Enderman because I'm an emo piece of shit. But
all right,
Toon
Toon
Link.
Link, just as good as Link. He's just smaller.
Yeah, I would put Toon Link at B because like he's like one of those things of I don't think he's not as good as Young Link by any means.
Yeah,
I definitely
although
prefer
the Wind Waker
him.
being there is pretty cool.
Yeah, I prefer Toon Link over Link. I think he plays better than normal Link.
We cannot put Toon Link and Young Link in the same bracket.
Yeah, but yeah, Young Link is just way better. And I will say, like, I mean, Wind Waker is definitely my top favorite.
For
you know,
sure.
It is one of the, in my opinion, one of the best Zelda games.
In our most humble opinion, it is the best Zelda game to ever released.
In my personal opinion. But that doesn't change the fact that he is a shitty character in Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
Well, he's an all right. He's also, very mid.
He's all right. Yeah. He's okay in most matchups. He doesn't stand a chance in A or S bracket there. Yeah, he's just gonna get his ass beat against most of these people.
Yeah.
But
your boy.
I see. Here's the thing, man. I've already said it. Again, I know where he stands in traditional tier lists. I'm gonna defer to you and where you think he belongs.
No, because I got to put Pikachu where I wanted, and also I was not gonna give you an option to put Samus anywhere else.
Yeah, but I did get. I mean, I got Bowser in A. I got Banjo back up to B. Where
and obviously like throw your argument out there for Wario. I mean, obviously like we're using Wario in his current state.
Okay, so here's the thing, right? Wario across all the games that he's been in has never been as good as he was in Project M.
Yeah.
Now, the way he is now isn't terrible. I'm going to say right now, in traditional tier list, he is a solid A character. They say usually around A plus, which I can believe. I'm just used to playing Wario the way Project M was, and I refuse to get used to Wario as Ultimate. So for me personally, he is a B character.
Really? You're going to put him that low?
I'm trying to be as honest as possible.
I mean, fair.
If you're going to argue with me about it, I'm definitely willing to hear it.
I would put him as an A. I think personally, even like, in this stage,
I am still good with Wario.
Yeah.
I hold my own in most situations. Again, I struggle with range characters as Wario usually does. But all in all, I mean, you put me up against most of the people here in A bracket with Wario, I'm definitely going to hold my own. I'll be fine.
So
I can take a stock or two off of Toon Link for sure. You know, Diddy Kong, I mean, yeah, same thing. I mean, Bowser, I'll beat the shit out of a Bowser.
Yeah.
No, I respect it.
I say A.
I think he is an A. Me personally, of course, he's an S tier for me. I fucking love Wario. Wario's my guy. I've said it in the channel. I've said it on episodes. I fucking love Wario. Wario's my dude. I'll ride or die homie for Wario every day. But I mean, if we're gonna cut down to it, he is a character. You know, he's a solid pick, but there are better picks.
Yeah, I'll say that because I mean, I do try to take my personal thought because like I don't put Samus. I'll say this: I don't put Sam before anybody tries to say anything. I don't put Samus as S rank because of my personal attachment to Samus. I put Samus as S rank because she's genuinely a fucking wombo combo of a character. You can do so much with her. It's the same thing with Pikachu. I would argue that Pikachu might be my second main, but like Pikachu.
If I were to get good enough with Wario, that bite attack that I told you about earlier can fully eat your, projectiles.
Yeah, you time it out.
And I'll
right
get percentage. I'll get percentage back for that.
Yeah.
So like, if I get good enough with him, I can fully fight a Samus, no problem. That winning, I mean, it is what it is. But I mean, I could hold my own. So like Wario again is not a bad pick. It just requires me to be better and actually play the guy instead of shunning him because he's not Project M Wario.
Yeah.
No. But I mean, like I said earlier, I love Wario. I do. For me personally, S tier character. I fucking love the guy.
In his current state, like Ultimate Wario.
Yep, Ultimate Wario is an A character. I will concede that for sure. But in Project M, my God, I bodied people with Wario.
He was really good in Project M.
That fucking shoulder tackle, man, it was
deadly.
good.
Wii Fit Trainer.
Wii Fit Trainer. Wii Fit Trainer is a weird one for me.
She's not bad.
No, she's not bad at all. I love and hate Wii Fit Trainer, right? I love that it's in the game. I love that they are a good character. I fucking hate how much damage and healing that the damn character gets away with. The amount of healing that you can do if you ignore Wii Fit Trainer, it's so wild to me, man. You can get so much percentage back if you just...
Yeah, but it's slow that second time around.
It is slow, but if you create enough of a gap, man, you could probably get away with some dumb shit. But I think Wii Fit Trainer, I would say A, high B.
I'm willing to go B because you definitely can mess some people up with Wii Fit Trainer, but I definitely think that you can. Like, I'm looking at some of these characters. Like, I could definitely take a Wii Fit Trainer, like a decent Wii Fit Trainer with Dr. Mario.
And not a main. And that's really like the determining thing. Is like I could definitely with Bowser Jr. I could probably beat the shit out of a Wii Fit Trainer.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Was like A tier. So like B, looking at the B characters. I mean, I got Isabelle on there. I'll eat fucking Wii Fit Trainer alive with that. Sure. But like looking at, I don't think she's shit.
Downrange.
Yeah, I don't think that she's bad enough to be in C tier. I think she is fun and good to use.
I don't think so. I mean, fun alone is why I'm trying to put her in A. Because fun, like just spiking a volleyball in someone's face is incredibly funny.
It's so funny. And you can spike. So if you do that and you can spike with your head, like if you hit a character with the head, like a headbutt, you can spike with that.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
So I think B is good because like it just outside of like just playability, I think she's really great. Like I definitely could whoop her ass with these other B characters, but I don't think she's bad enough to be in C.
For sure. All right, Wolf. Wolf is an absolute D tier character.
Really? You think that he's that bad? Why?
I think he's just not. He in every way that any Fox character is, he's the worst of all of it. He's slow. He hits. He hits
hard.
I'll give him that. He does hit hard, but he's counterable. Highly counterable. His recovery is also dog shit because it's not even close to the same as Falco and Fox. So I think I'll accept C. I'm definitely okay with accepting C, but like right now, without any argument from you, I think he's a D tier character.
That's what I was saying. I don't think he's that shit. I think he's C because I've definitely seen a lot of very good plays with him. You can put a lot of damage. You can spike people. He has good spikes. His recovery is not the greatest, but he does do a lot of damage. He can really get in there. He can play off stage a little bit. I think
a little bit.
I think C. If I'm being real with you, I don't think he's that shit, but he's definitely not touching the other one.
What I will say is like when you think of a Fox character or Star Fox character, like you think like Smash Bros specifically is like the reflect. The pistol.
He has a reflect though and a pistol.
Yeah, but it's bad.
And his pistol does a lot of damage though, and his reflect.
But it also goes. His pistol's a lot like Bayonetta's, and it goes in an upward arc. It doesn't go straight. So like it's still not good. It's hardly usable even. I like I said, I'll accept C. I don't think he's the same as Shulk or Meta Knight or Ganondorf.
That's why I just think that he's better off as a C character because there are some redemption, with him.
Redeeming qualities, yeah.
There's some stuff that he does that can save him.
I mean, if you don't give him like ledges, right? He's gonna shine heavily.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if you don't go like Omega stages or floating stages or whatever, he's gonna do great. But like once you get ledges in there, if you have a good ledge guard character, then he's gonna struggle hard.
Yeah, that's fair. But yeah, I think C is good.
I think C is fine. Yeah.
Yoshi and his gay little ass that he's showing off all the time, dude. Yoshi is such every game that you see Yoshi in, he's always just lifting his little ass up in the air.
butt in the air every time, dude. Even in Mario Kart, he's
Yeah, Mario Kart, Mario the
If you
fucking.
guys pay attention to the Mario Kart, if we ever play Yoshi at all, notice when we like ramp off of something and we do a trick, he will put his ass in the air.
Yeah.
Like every time.
Well,
he
and
will
you
do
look
it.
at like the Mario Party games, he's always like
Every
putting his
time.
ass in the air, like
Every
shaking it
time.
and everything. Why is he so
Yeah,
suggestive?
dude, when he hits the block, he turns around and lifts his tail in the air. Every
Dude,
fucking time,
Yoshi's
dude.
a slut, man.
For sure. He's also he's also an incredible character. I was about to say solid A.
I was about to say, Anna did come in the chat. The woman did
Yeah.
say S tier, no questions asked.
I've also seen what S tier. I don't think so.
I
think
would
it's solid A.
Yeah,
I've seen what Derry can do with Yoshi, and it's absolutely disgusting. Just the amount of combos you can do with him. His recovery is not super great. I mean, you can recover from it, but it's not great. But the amount of combos you can get away with, the cheese ability of him, timing the egg shield is crucial though. So like, I think he's a solid A character. He's very fun to play too.
Yeah, I would agree with A because like you can definitely come in and like mess somebody up. There's some stuff about him that I don't necessarily think that would bring him up into
the amount of SDs I've seen on Yoshi's is pretty wild too.
Like I can
with the egg dash.
I can see why people would put him in like an S rank.
I can too. I fully can too. But it's also like he takes a little bit of getting used to because his recovery isn't super good. The egg dash, if you do want to use the egg dash, by God, be careful with it because you will SD on that damn thing so many times. It's the same thing with Jigglypuff. If you use their little dash that they, if you use their little dash that they have, you can SD on it.
Yeah,
it'll get ahead of you. So just be careful.
Yeah, I don't know how many times I've played with her and I've done that and I've just sent myself off of the fucking stage.
It happens, man.
So yeah, I'm with A.
Solid A.
A's good.
Zelda. Zelda, she's a lot better than she was in Melee and Brawl and all that because of the split. But I don't think there's too much about her that makes her shine over Sheik. I'm willing to put her in B.
I don't know. I have a different opinion.
All right, let me
I think she can definitely be an A character if you do it right because she does hit hard. You get under people, you can juggle. The air attacks can be pretty great.
Her ledge guard is also incredible too.
Like she can spike, and her recovery is great. Like what did I say? I already said that already. Yeah, her recovery is great. She can spike. She hits hard. She can juggle. She can do a lot of stuff. And I mean,
she does have a lot of options.
You get
her. I think her ledge guard alone. Her ledge guard alone is just next level.
Well, yeah, because you can reflect. You have two different things of range. You can spike. You can juggle people.
That knight is also really good for ledge guarding too.
Yeah, there's a little bit of range there.
All right. We'll put her in A. I like A.
I think she's a great A character.
A's good. I like A.
You learn Zelda correctly, and you can really mess people up with her.
For sure. All right, and last and certainly not least, Zero Suit Samus.
The fucking hottest character. So this is one thing I want to talk about. I want to talk about this because I forgot to talk about it when we're talking about Pyra and Mithra. So they are a history. They are part of the Smash history. The very first Smash characters to have boob physics.
Yep.
The one and only character in Smash Brothers to have boob physics. It's subtle.
Mithra or
Pyra and Mithra. It's very subtle, but they are some tiggle bitties on those characters, and there is physics.
So what the question is now is who's the hottest Smash Bros character?
I mean, I definitely have something towards Samus. So Samus is definitely.
So like, hold on. Are you saying like full get up Samus or Zero Suit Samus?
Well, Zero Suit, just.
Okay. All right. Respect.
But then I would probably put Pyra and Mithra under that.
Dark Samus.
Huh?
I said it'd been fucking weird as shit if you said Dark Samus.
Well, yeah, because it's a goopy alien.
Hey, now hear me out, okay? Wii Fit Trainer.
Yeah, Wii Fit Trainer's hot, but she's like your typical hot. Like you could see a Wii Fit Trainer if you go to Planet Fitness. You know what I mean? You could see somebody that looks like her at Planet Fitness.
So, are you saying the girls at Planet Fitness can't be hot?
Yeah, she's hot, but like Samus is like hot because she's a badass in a skin tight leather suit with a fucking gun.
All right, so
and
Zero
a
Suit Samus,
fucking dumper on her.
Zero Suit Samus is not nearly as good as their counterparts.
Oh, no.
They do have redeeming qualities though. They are very good at comboing, very good. That stun is incredible.
Oh yeah, no, she's
she I would say solid B, maybe an A.
I could fight for A because like she can combo the shit out of you.
Oh yeah.
And she's fast, but like not too fast where she's overbearing. Because like it's like one of those
her grabs are wild.
It's not one of those things of like Sheik, because like Sheik can combo the shit out of you, but you have to like be good at slowing it down, you know what I mean, and getting back into it kind of thing. But while Samus can juggle the shit out of you, but she's not too fast where you're like missing the shot kind of thing. But also you can stun because like that gun will stun you for a long time, and she can
like
spike.
I said, I like B, I like A. I don't know. I've seen Samus, like Zero Suit Samus gameplay. She looks good, but like
yeah, she does.
All right, brother, simmer.
Getting down bad over here.
Don't know why.
But what were you saying?
I like your. I'm okay with A.
Yeah, I'm down with A. I was putting my camera back up since we're about to switch over. Yeah, no, I think A is really good.
All right. Any last revisions do you want to make? Because as of right now, I a pretty fucking solid list here, man.
I think this list is pretty good. I'm gonna be completely real with you. I don't fully know about Fox up in the S rank. Like I get it, but personally, I don't know.
I understand. I really do.
But I mean, I can get why he's up in S, but
it's hard to deny
him being up
like
in S. Yeah.
every other pro player playing Fox still in pro play and still winning competitions, you know.
Looking at this, I would almost put regular Link in C. Almost.
I'm definitely okay with that.
I'm gonna put.
You think Toon Link is better than Link?
I don't. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I'll put him back. I don't know. They're about the same. Young Link is definitely way better than both of them, but
yeah,
I just don't like the new Link. I don't like the Breath of the Wild Link because of like I don't like having to use the Sheikah slate to set off the bomb. I think it's cool because you can time it, you know, and you can use it to your advantage, but I don't know.
At the same time, everybody's used to just them going off on their own, so like a lot of the times people forget to do it. Yeah. I mean, unless you've, gotten used to the character, but, I mean, all in all, I don't really have any complaints here.
No, I think it's a pretty good list.
We're definitely probably gonna come under fire.
Oh yeah, no, we're gonna get cooked in the comments, but like,
yeah,
go for it. Like for the people watching this after the fact, because I am gonna edit this and put it up. Because like for the people watching this as an actual video, we did this live. That's why you don't see the cameras and stuff like that, and you're watching the VOD now. But yeah, we're probably definitely going to get cooked, but I'll take it.
I see us catching heat. I really do see us catching heat for Pikachu and Samus. I see us catching heat for Sora. I see us catching heat for Luigi. Dude, I don't know, man. I mean, I like our list. Like, personally, I do like our list.
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
But we are going to get flamed. It's going to be so funny. So yeah, let us know what you guys think, on the VOD or whatever format you find yourselves watching this. We're excited to hear what you have to say, or how much hate mail we're going to get for it. We're fully expecting it, I mean, like I said, Brian said, even Brandon said, this is mostly personal opinion. Some of it is, technical ability. Some of it's how well they perform in like pro, and took a lot of things into account here, but for the majority, this is personal opinion. All in all, though, I'm pretty happy with our list here.